Hi folks, hope you're doing well. So, anyway, about this case. I keep going to God about it, I keep thinking about it, and yeah. Well, basically, the reality is that you have this situation, especially with lower law and lower lawyers. Yeah, the upper level, different matter completely, but the lower level, they rely very, very much on favours. And they understand that they need to be able to get along with the prosecution, they need to be able to get along with the justice, because, yeah, they want favours. So with this justice, the one we're going to have on Tuesday, the defence lawyer and the prosecution, they both know that if they want to delay and they're not being nice to the justice could say no. Now, I mean, realistically speaking, can the justice, by law, say no? If you're not ready, then can the justice say no? I think, put it this way, in this particular case, the justice could not say no. The reason why the justice could not say no, if the defence is asking for a delay because they're not ready because of mistakes that they've made. Yeah, for example, because, well, in this case, the truth. Because they haven't contacted their client about having a meeting before the trial, therefore to make sure they're ready. Right, because they haven't done any of that, they're asking for a delay. The reason why I think the justice would be massively out of order for saying no is because there have already been 3 delays because of the prosecution not sending the video link. So come on. Because of the prosecution, there have been 3 delays already. So if the defence now says, sorry, hands up, our fault on this one, but we need a delay because, yeah, we didn't take advantage of the time. We got too busy, other things just got in the way, and we didn't make an appointment with our client before the trial to make sure we're ready. And in truth, we're not ready. Yeah, in truth, there's no way, shape or form that I can represent my client in the way I should, because we haven't discussed things properly. We haven't discussed what happened in detail, so therefore, yeah, I can't help. I don't think the justice can say no to that. So, but as I say, the way that defence and prosecution would think about it is that, yeah, if in other circumstances, if you're the prosecution and it's been delayed because you made mistakes twice already, you're looking to the justice not to punish you for this latest mistake of not sending the video evidence, because the justice could just say, okay, no, we're going to have the trial today, but the video evidence won't be eligible because you haven't sent it. Video evidence was key to the case as far as the prosecution is concerned. Well, because, you know, if they're not having witnesses coming in, the only way to even possibly verify the witness statements is the video. If the witness is saying that this, that and the other happened, and they've got a video that shows what happened, without the video, the witness statements are also useless. Because the witnesses aren't coming in, so therefore they can't be questioned, therefore they can't be proven. So therefore, it would have been a punishment to the prosecution if the justice has said that. So the prosecution is relying upon the justice not ever saying that, because that is quite a slap, and they don't want that. The thing of it is, I couldn't care less about being friends with the prosecution or being friends with the justice. So if I'm representing myself, I don't need any favours from these people in any way, shape or form. And I'm sorry to my solicitor's future clients, but I don't care about them giving my solicitor any favours in the future. I care about this case. I care about my solicitor basically being me up there, but with a bit of law. So therefore, as I said in the last video, if the prosecution are making the claims that my solicitor suggested they'd be making, I want my solicitor to stand up and say, well, excuse me, what on earth are you saying? That's stupid. How are you saying that he allowed that to happen? That is ridiculous. That's what I want a solicitor to do. Now, are they going to do that? No, because again, they want favours from the other ones, from the prosecution. Because again, if you've got a client who there's 4 charges against that client and you want that reduced to 1, if you've been nice to the prosecution, they're more likely to reduce those charges to 1 than they are if you've not been nice to them. If you've been tough on them, then they're less likely to reduce the charges as you want. But again, as I say, I don't care. I don't care about any of that at all. All this point about relationship between them and you've got to be nice to them. No. If what they've said is ridiculous, then you should be saying what they've said is ridiculous. Well, again, aren't they being nice to me? The whole idea of being nice to the prosecution and the justice of the peace, are they being nice to me? No, because I had what's called a freak accident where water was dripping from the visor into my eyes, which is not something that happens most of the bloody time. That's a freak accident. And they're trying to punish me for that. That's not being nice. So I want my solicitor to not be nice. I want my solicitor to say, okay, look, you're not being nice, so why on earth am I going to play nice? I'm not going to play nice, you're not doing so. But the problem is when you see that they're not being nice and your solicitor is a bit of a kiss ass towards the prosecution and the justice, you're what the heck is going on? You don't want that. And as I say, I get it. But see, the point of it is, if you've got people in court who take it personally that if your solicitor is doing their bloody job and being tough on their arguments and calling out their BS, that's the job of your solicitor. If they're going to take that personally, then they just need to grow up. They shouldn't be in that work if they're going to take that personally. Simple as that. They shouldn't. Because they've got to understand it the same as, okay, in Scotland you have 2 football teams, Celtic and Rangers, who have extreme hatred towards another. In those teams, you're going to have players that play together for Scotland. When they're playing together for Scotland, they are mates, they're teammates, and they're going to get along. They're going to be, happy to see each other, to pass the ball to each other, and to celebrate together if they win. As soon as one of them puts on a Celtic shirt and the other one puts on a Rangers shirt, all of that is gone. This is war. This is your job, and this is war. Once that job is done, once that game is over, that war is over. That's done. Until the next time, but that war is done. Now, when you see each other, you can be friendly. You can be, But you understand it, that is your job. When you're playing for that team, your job is to be at war with the other team. That is your job. Well, it's a similar thing with solicitors, isn't it? Really, it should be. The ones that are representing you, the ones that are going against you are wanting to take away your freedom, wanting to take away your money, and wanting to take away your ability or your possibility of driving. That sort of thing. They're wanting to take something from you. You've done something, they're wanting to punish you for that, and do something as a consequence, saying you did this, so we're going to do that, right? Now, your side is supposed to be wanting to stopping that from happening. That is therefore they're against each other, right? They're supposed to be. And that's why, as I say, I know that if I'm representing myself, then I know that there is absolutely no desire for me to have a friendly relationship with these people. If I hear one of them talking stupid, I'm going to call them out for talking stupid. I'm going to do that. Yeah. Because it matters. It matters enough. It matters enough to me that what they're trying to take from me, can I afford to want that to be taken? Yeah, for that to be taken. Well, not really. No, I don't want it to be taken. No. So certainly from my point of view, I don't want them to take that, so I'm going to fight tooth and nail for them not to take it. Is a lawyer going to do that? And so that really is the thing for me, and that's why, as I say, I'm being tough and saying no. With regard to this solicitor, he has two choices. He either goes in and says to the justice that he is no longer my solicitor because of the fact that he wants me to go to trial when there's no way, shape or form that we're ready for that. And so I'm saying no way, no. He's already fouled me, so do I want him to continue? No. Or he can go there and basically bow down and say, I'm sorry, we as an office failed to do our job to make sure that we made an appointment with our client so we can make sure that we were ready. We didn't do that. So we're asking, for the sake of the defence this time, for there to be a delay. And for there to be a 2-month delay. Why 2 months? Because make sure you're ready. Make sure in that 2 months you have 2 or 3 meetings to make sure absolutely and totally that next time you are in front of this justice of peace, you are ready. So, as I say, last time when we were in court in, I think, August the 13th, when he was asked, will you be ready by the 3rd of September? I knew the answer was no. I knew. Same as beforehand, when he was asked in July, would you be ready by August the 13th? I knew the answer would be no. I knew. I told him beforehand. If they ask you, will you be ready? No, you won't. And he went and said, yes, we will be. And so no. So I imagine he will want to see me if he still thinks he's supposed to be my solicitor. He'll want to see me before the case, and I will just say to him, look, these are the 2 options. You go in and you say one thing or you say the other. But yes, it'll be 2 months. If you're going to be my solicitor, then we're going to make sure we're ready, and therefore we need a delay of 2 months. Now, of course, the Justice of the Peace will say, I'm not sure 2 months. Then you say, no. We want to make sure that next time we come in front of you, we are absolutely and totally ready. And so therefore we're asking for a longer delay to make sure that we are ready. Yeah. As I say. Which one he will go for, I don't know. And right now, I don't care. Really, I don't care. I'm happy enough to get it dealt with on Tuesday. But to do that, it has to be me representing me. Now again, that could be horrendous, but I think it would be horrendous with him anyway. Because if he isn't ready, then he isn't in no way, shape or form in a position where he can represent me from a lawyer's position, because he doesn't know. There's so much he doesn't know. because we're not in that meeting. We've not had that hours and whatever spent talking and going through the charges and going through what happened. So therefore, he's not ready. So he can't do it. So I know what happened. I know why it happened. I know what was happening during certain times of that day. He doesn't. I do. So therefore, okay. It could be bad if I do it. It could be bad if he does it. But at least if I do it, I know the truth, and I'm going to be focusing more on truth than the law. Because do I think that this can be won by law? Not with this man, no. I don't think he's knowledgeable enough in the law to do that. He doesn't seem to me to be someone who's aggressive as a solicitor. He seems quite timid. And so therefore, I don't get the impression that he would be good trying to use the law to battle with the prosecution. I don't think he would try and do that. Truth, on the other hand, that's using a different tool to fight with. And so therefore, which one is going to be shown as a stronger tool at the end of the day? Well, we'll see. But, yeah. We shall see. We'll see what happens. But put it this way. One thing that always in this sort of situation, makes me think, would be, if father wants to get involved in some way and wants to help, then, that would just be such an honour. To be led and guided in there would be such an incredible honour. For him to lead and guide my solicitor would be an incredible honour. To see the evidence of that and have other people see that would just be wow. I'd be leaving there in tears, knowing that God has done something incredible and beautiful. Even if it's something tiny. Tiny is enough, because right now, do we see much of God? Certainly, have those people in court seen any of God? So for a tiny bit to be shown in there would just be beautiful. But, there is no telling God that he has to, but, it would be stunningly beautiful if it happened, but, we shall see what happens. In this one, well, as I say, in the last case I was not guilty and persuaded to plead guilty, so not this time. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon.